lights going out. That done been plenty times. Seriously. You know, and I tell them don't even be scared to talk about it. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, here go Lucretia from Pompano.
Yes.
Lucretia from Pompano bringing her badass kid. I'm gonna be the opposite of what
Them children knew not to play with me.
Yeah. And why? What you do to him?
I would choke the chicken. I would choke that chicken. Choke the chicken.
What's the choke the chicken?
The chicken. What? They gotta gobble and all the chicken. I choke it.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of The Vent. I am your host, Arvis Lawson. I have all the way from the Noya, Pompano, Florida, Lucretia Peterman.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Oh, man, Lucretia, man, I appreciate you so much for making the trip down here to the Vent so we can let it all out.
Yes. It is a pleasure to be here.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Lucretia, you have probably one of the dopest stories I can ever speak on. You're one of the realest persons I know. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
From day one.
Appreciate it.
With that being said, I want to just touch on your background. Where you come from, who you are.
Okay, well, I'm from Pompano, born, partially raised, you know. I have 4 children, you know, sons, they all are. I'm a grandmother of 2.
You're a boy
grandsons.
mom, all the way.
All boy mom.
All boy mom.
All boy mom. All boy mom. We rock.
Oh.
All boy moms rock. I mean, if you have a daughter, that's okay. But all boy mom rock. We do.
Yes, y'all do.
Yes.
You have 4 boys.
Yes.
Single mother,
Yes.
right? Dad is in their life, but you're a single mother.
He's definitely in their life, and I'm definitely a single mother.
Shout out to Mr. Mother, man.
Yeah, shout out to Dad.
Yeah, man. So
Definitely.
And that's some of the things that we're gonna touch on. So you're a single mother, dad is in their life, being active. Mm-hmm. You guys have 3 together. You have 1 your oldest, right?
Yes.
I want to know, coming from Pompano,
Okay.
what was that like? Like, what was that like growing up in Pompano?
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna sit here and make it seem like it was just a bad thing or it's nothing like that. It's just unfortunate mishaps, like with parents and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And we'll probably touch on that another day. But you know what I'm saying? I just thank God I was able to stand on not being raised by my mother and my father, which I dearly love now, but you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's where I'm from, but I definitely, you know, moved to Fort Lauderdale Parkway with my grandmother who raised me for a little while before I eventually ended up moving back to Pompano, where everything was just, I was fighting, it was terrible. Yeah. I was tough. Yeah. I was tough. I was terrible. Not that I started things, but I just didn't care.
You had your hand in it.
I didn't have any discipline, so it was easy to not care.
So, being born and raised in Pompano, coming from what some people may call a dysfunctional home, right?
Okay.
Grandma raising you, and you basically raised yourself. Like, what was that mindset? What was your mentality when you were going to have your firstborn?
You know, I always tell people this. Because life was so tough for me, I used to pray to God. I used to see my mama on the welfare. And I used to pray to God, just let me get a baby and let me get a $98 check. That's all I wanted.
That's deep.
That's all I wanted. Just to get me started. Yeah. And I promised God that if he gave me a baby and a boy, that I promised I'd do whatever I could to love it. Yeah. Because that's what I wanted. So I basically did for my boys what I wanted. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
how old were you when you first had your first?
17.
17. So you're 17 years old. raising yourself, putting yourself in better situations.
Yes.
You talked to God about it.
Definitely.
He gave you your first boy.
He did.
You had your next son, which is Travell, right?
Trayvon.
Mm-hmm. Trayvon. Okay. So that's why I need you to go down the list.
Okay.
Let the people know who your family tree real quick.
Okay. I have Nathaniel Watson. He's 24.
Okay.
I have Trayvon Mullen.
Okay.
He's 23.
Okay.
I have Taiwan Mullen. He's 20.
Okay.
And I have Travell Mullen. He's 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
So them all your babies.
Those are all my babies.
And then now we have 2 additionals, right?
And we have Trayvon Mullen the third, and we have Nathaniel Watson the third.
Okay, so now we got all these boys, right? Trayvon, yes. Tremel, everybody.
Must I not forget? I have a granddaughter on the way.
Oh wow!
Yes,
congratulations.
my oldest son Nathaniel. Yes.
So now we finally have a girl.
We finally have another girl.
Okay, that's dope.
Yes.
That's
very
dope right there.
Yeah.
Cause now you finally get something.
I do.
Cause you ain't gotta fight with the boys. Cause when you your mom, dad is in the picture,
right?
But they expect mom to be soft. A mom like you think having boys are gonna be soft, right?
I mean maybe that's what people think.
That's what people think.
Yeah.
You wasn't that way.
I never. I don't even know how to be soft.
So what was how did you navigate, with boys?
I just kept everything honest with my boys. Like I did. I didn't hide nothing from them. I didn't nothing. Like, seriously, if I was, like when me and dad did separate, a major one, like if I went on a date with somebody, they knew the number, they knew the name, all that. If the location switched, I texted, all that. If my phone about to die, I'm going to text them his number or however it may be. You know what I'm saying? I just was teaching them things that they need to be taught. Yeah. So if I'm teaching them this, I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah. Whether I'm an adult or not. Right. I want the same thing for my children.
So you was giving them the respect that they deserve.
I did.
Because those were now basically your men. You know what I mean? They were
definitely.
They were your men.
They were.
All your sons, they play sports, correct?
They do.
So not only are you a single parent, you're a football mom as well.
Definitely a football mom. Actually, they came up playing basketball, football, they ran track. They did it all, but the football stood out.
Football stood out. That was their thing.
Yes, and I just, I've been hollering, yelling, and running for a very long time.
And that's funny because, when I talk to people about you, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna hear her all the way in the stands, all the way. You got that thing about you, and I've witnessed you do it.
I love me.
Yeah,
I love me. Nobody else." I felt like nobody else did, so I love me. So with me loving me, nobody can tell me nothing.
That's important. You gotta love yourself, and it starts there. Because when you love yourself, then you have the ability to love others. How you gonna love somebody when you don't know how to love yourself? Right.
When you know God, it's simple.
Right, and you have to know God to get that feeling.
Yes.
Because now you can put that energy into your children and people that come into your life.
Definitely.
And you have a lot of love
because
you're passionate.
I am.
Like I've watched.
I love people.
Yeah.
I love people because people don't know people's stories. They don't know their background. They just do not know. And if we pay attention to the word, then we would know that we have to back down sometimes because things I've been through a lot. So I don't have time to sit down and talk with people if they talking about what somebody going through or their issues might be if they are all negative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you can't help, then it's a problem. Yeah. If you just want to hinder. So it's just I came up different. I raised myself.
Yeah. Honestly. And that gave that spark to do what you do. So you're a parent. And because you're a parent, raising yourself, you basically there's no blueprint to this, correct?
The blueprint is me,
right,
and my children.
And so, what did you tell yourself? Going into the separation between you and their father, what was the mindset? Did you see yourself folding?
No, because when the situation came on where Dad and I did have to separate. I sat down and talked to my children and let them know a lot of things was going to change. Okay. Things as far as what they used to get, how it was gonna come. Just difference, you know what I'm saying? And
so you communicated more with your kids. You
did. I did.
And also, you not only did you communicate with them, what was the relationship like with you and Dad?
Me and Dad were good. Let me tell you, we had our differences.
We all do.
Every relationship does. You know what I'm saying? So there's not one day that I bash him.
Yeah.
I never had to go to child support. I mentioned that to you before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thank God for that, because a lot of people fight for these dads to take care or just be around the children. But thank God for, you know, us being mature enough to co-parent.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know,
despite y'all differences, y'all still managed to raise some amazing kids.
We did, because I understood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm going to give him his credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
But I have to give myself a lot of credit, because there was a lot of things that was done in our, you know, life, in our relationship that hurt it.
Yeah, of course.
But I thank God for the love that I do contain on the inside, because it let me move forward. And it didn't take 2 weeks, being honest.
Yeah.
It didn't.
It didn't. I think at that point, people become stagnant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you have to become mobile in order to move forward. If you stay stagnant, you're going to be stuck in that situation.
Right. I was already accepting things in the situation. So why leave the situation and still worry?
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it shows, though, because most people feel as if, though, okay, things can't get accomplished if people aren't together. But I often think that sometimes you have to leave a relationship to understand the relationship. Because if you're stuck in a situation that's bad for everybody.
It's bad for everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely bad for everybody. And I didn't want bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Because if it's bad for everybody, then the outcomes would be different.
Come on now.
So, you know, by me sitting and paying attention, I'm like, you know, okay, my kids can't go through this, because not only is he saying things to me in front of the children, I say things to him in front of the children. It's like, it's just real talk, you know what I'm saying?
You blacking out.
I love my children, so it's either I love my children or I'm going to let this go on. Which one? You understand what I'm saying? So I chose to love my children, so that had to, you know, separate. You know what I'm saying? And with that separating, Dad and I came to an agreement, and we've been good, and our last kid is 18.
Last kid, 18. Mm-hmm. So you have the first one. He's an amazing father and big brother. Like, he plays a lot. He jokes a lot. He does. The brothers love him. And he's probably the shortest one, right?
He's the shortest one. He's the shortest one. He's the shortest one. He still he plays semi-pro for the Wolverines.
Okay.
You know, out of Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
They have a game today, right?
Possibly.
I think they have.
With him, it'd be shaky. You know, it'd be shaky, because they might have a game this week and might not have one the next. So, but it's okay.
Nonetheless, you will be there doing what?
I'll be there.
What you will be doing when you get there?
Hollering, screaming, "Let's go, man!"
So it don't matter if you're at a semi-pro game or an NFL game.
Let's go, man. Yeah. Let's go, Nunu. Let's go, Boo Boo. Let's go, Ner.
Yeah. On all levels, this is what's going to go down.
I promise you. So I don't care who there.
So this is the thing that I love about you guys' situation. When we first met, I had no clue who you were at all, and I met the TT, and I met Travell. I met Travell and Taiwan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met Travell. I always get confused. I always try to keep him in line. You know, I give him my own nicknames. Right. So I met Travell and Taiwan, and it goes to show the parenting skills that you gave these kids about respect. Like, you instilled respect. I went out there. I spoke to the coaches, spoke to the players, and when I spoke to them, these two young men wanted to stay and hear me talk to them even more. And they were asking my advice and things of that nature. And we spoke about, the reasoning for your parents. Like, if you're going to make them cry or tears of joy. Mm-hmm. Not knowing, like, they're already special, right? Mm-hmm. We started following each other on social media. And then that's when I found out about Trayvon.
Okay.
and that he was getting ready to go to the NFL, I believe. Okay. Was he there? Because he had just got drafted. Yeah, just got drafted, but I had no idea none of this.
Right.
So I'm watching Taiwan video, and then it was the video of him you asking him for money. Well, give me some money, messing with him, and then he goes in his pocket, give you the money, but he had something else for you. He had them car keys, and your reaction was priceless. Your reaction, it was.
It was because my friend, she knew, and she had me in the car and stuff like that. And it was like, I just looked at her. And even him, and I know you talking about, cause I was like, stop playing. Like, for real, this is not real.
Yeah.
Like, this is not real. I'm Mercedes.
You? Not Creature from Pompano.
Not where I come from.
Not Creature from Pompano.
And from the kids. And people like, oh, you got to work hard for this. You got to work hard for this. You got to work hard for that. I did work hard.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Don't get me wrong. But I did what I was supposed to.
Yeah.
It wasn't no clock in and clock out. Work hard.
Yeah. Because it was nice where,
It was a consistent work hard.
Let's touch on some of the things that you had to deal with. Because a lot of times people don't understand the responsibilities of raising a child, the sacrifices you have to make, the pride that you have to swallow. Let's talk about some of the things that they had to endure, that they stood in the paint with you with, because you never left them.
I mean,
lights going out.
Lights going out. That done been plenty times. Like, seriously. And I tell them, don't even be scared to talk about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. The Section 8.
Yeah.
All of it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, before Dad left, it wasn't, or we separated, it wasn't really like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't way the lights had to go off and we had to, because he maintained the home. He really did. And like I said, our differences was whatever they were. But I had to get myself situated now, because I wasn't just finna let this man go and I don't got nothing.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So no matter what he did, and the 2 kids that he did bring in the relationship, I love them so dearly.
Okay.
Must I add that?
Yeah.
So things happen for a reason, and we can't, we can't hold people accountable. Only God can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was me. You know what I'm saying? But even with that happening, I stayed.
Yeah.
Because I still had to find.
Yeah, to figure something out.
Yeah, man. And that's what a lot of us mess up at. We made decisions.
That's a sacrifice right there. That's a sacrifice. Because you have to bear that pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing it for a bigger cause.
I am, and I did. And it wasn't nobody going, like, come on.
Can't nobody tell you about you.
They came, and just because that happened to me, you'll have people even saying, oh, you stayed and he did this, he stayed and he did that.
You did.
Yeah.
They don't understand your plan, though.
They don't, and it's not theirs.
Yeah.
Don't nothing about me belong to nobody. So what you feel or think about what I have going on, it don't affect me.
Don't even matter.
It doesn't.
That's one of the things I love about you, because you move like that. Like, your actions show that. Like, whatever you talking about ain't got nothing to do with how I feel and what God has for me.
It don't. But when those lights started going off, of course, Dad was gone. And I'm going to be honest. I think that I could have called sometimes and be like, hey, I need this or whatever.
So you saying the pride got in the
No,
way?
it wasn't no pride.
Okay.
I just felt like I could have did that, but I didn't want to do that because we hadn't came to an agreement.
Oh, okay.
So I still need to come up with plans regardless of what, even with this agreement set in place. I still can't just call it. I got to remember it's still a God up above, no matter what I'm going through. So with our agreement and me just stepping straight out on faith, I did that. Yeah. So when the lights go off, I asked the kids, hey, not that it was too many places to go, because I ain't really trust everywhere, but my kids like, nah, Mom, we gonna stay right here, but go get some candles. We ain't going to nobody's house. I'm like, I know that's right.
Yeah.
No, food was never a problem because we always got food.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank God for that.
Shout out to the government.
Yes, definitely that.
Sleepy Joe.
Yes, yes. Because I can definitely say thank you to the government.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. Blessings don't come. That people think that blessings are supposed to just slap you in the face.
No.
They be right there
if
you pay attention to them.
They do. But I just sometimes we rush into things and they don't work for us and we have problems. But if we just be patient and wait for those things to work themselves in the order that they need to be in, then by God, we will be okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's just all I did.
I honestly believe that for every action, there's a reaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of your actions of not giving up, because of your actions of constantly showing love through pain and struggles, your kids embodied that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, who we want to talk about first? Trayvon? Yeah, let's talk about Trayvon.
Okay.
So he's the second oldest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Trayvon's the second oldest. He watching his mother, you know, dib and dab into everything to make sure that he's taken care of, which goes back to, okay, my mom took care of me my entire life. Mm-hmm. Now it's time for me to take care of her.
Right.
But the way that he plays and the way that he embodies life is because of the things that you show him. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
So knowing everything that you had been through, what was that feeling like? You know what I mean? Like was it a sense of relief that that job has is done?
Let me tell you. That's just like somebody asked me, did I ever think it would get this far?
Okay.
I don't know what God plans is.
Okay.
So, but when it happened and it was me,
mm-hmm.
it's just the thanks I give God, because those young men of mine became and are becoming all they becoming off of a mother with no diploma, wasn't raised, like, for real. Like, I took the Bible says there's this village. Mm-hmm. And if we ever paid attention to that village, the village is other people.
Right.
You know, you learn things here, you learn things there. And instead of hating, you're supposed to take those things and learn from it, or take those things that motivate you. And I always did that as a kid. Yeah. So I thank God for the wisdom back then.
Right.
If I didn't have any wisdom back then.
You might have not had book knowledge, but you had knowledge.
No, I had both. I had both.
Okay.
But it's just that I didn't have no discipline. Okay. AB on the road student, ran track, all that.
Okay.
I didn't have no discipline. So if you said something or whatever, or you act like you wanted to fight, I didn't care. I get suspended for the 25 days. I was getting the max. I got kicked out of school.
You get maxed out.
I got kicked out.
Yeah.
I got kicked out. The high school, I ain't gonna even put them on blast right now, but they kicked me out. They should have checked on me. That's why social workers is in these schools.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have checked on me. I'm just being honest.
That's important.
Somebody was lazy.
Yeah.
When it came to me.
Okay.
But I ain't holding them accountable.
Okay.
I didn't have time to. Whatever decision they decided for me to go, or whatever, that's just what I did.
Yeah.
I can't forget I was praying for that baby.
Yeah. You asked for this.
I was praying for the baby.
Yeah.
So if this is what it took for me to have that baby, for all of this to happen, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't regret getting kicked out of school. I don't regret anything that I've been through.
So you appreciate the journey.
I appreciate it.
Appreciative.
Showing
appreciation.
I am.
Is the reason why we make it this far. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you embody that. Now he goes, he like playing on the parks. Ooh, playing on the parks. You know how that could be. So here go Lucretia from Pompano.
Yes.
Lucretia from Pompano bringing her badass kids. Because they got to be bad because she was bad.
Right? They wasn't either.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Because I want them to be the opposite of what I am.
Them children knew not to play with me.
And why? What you do to them?
I would choke the chicken. I would choke that chicken. And I'm going to always say that.
The people don't know what choke that chicken is.
I would choke the chicken.
What's the choke the chicken?
The chicken. They got a gobble gobble and all. The chicken. I choke it.
You reach out there and grab it.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Discipline.
Yeah.
So I may not have
find some type of way.
Because I ain't have it. They don't have it.
Yeah, and I ain't the daddy.
Yeah.
So I got to come up with some type of methods and then listen. I got this cousin.
Uh-huh.
I love him to death. I'll never forget, he told my kids, like, man, y'all better not play with y'all mama.
Yeah.
The girl, she ain't got good sense. Yeah. She crazy, and stuff like that. But, and I ain't gonna even story. In the beginning, when I first had that baby, God done gave me what I asked for and all, but then I done took my baby and started telling my baby to say things don't supposed to be said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one day my grandma said, girl, and he said it in front of my grandma one day too, and I was like, oh, Lord, him Jesus. Lord, rest my grandma's soul. But my grandma said, girl, you better stop that boy from saying that. You're going to be out in these streets one day, and he going to embarrass you and stuff like that. And I thought about that.
Yeah.
I said, oh, Lord.
So you had to change your method.
So now I got to discipline him. I got to pop him and all that, and it's my fault.
Ain't that something, though? Like this, I did this, now I got to undo it. And is that fair to the child?
It ain't. It ain't.
Because that's all your fault.
It really was. But it didn't take long.
Okay.
It didn't take long. And I thank God for, even listening to her when she said it, not thinking it's funny, not taking it for a game and stuff like that, because my man graduated honor classes, stuff like that. Calculus, I ain't know none of that foolishness. It ain't foolishness, for real. I'm just saying I ain't know none of that. I don't mean to call it the math foolishness. But I ain't mean it. Yeah. One thing I got to do.
So you were just ready to count it up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Half of the stuff we don't use anyways.
We don't.
You know what I mean? But it's a part of the game. Yeah. So he graduating. What was that like? Like him playing on the part. Like did you see that future for them?
I did.
Okay, that's good.
I did because our God's so real. People could believe what they want.
Yeah.
And what they don't. Mm-hmm. I have a divine spirit. Okay. And a lot of people don't talk about things, and I don't care. Like, people judge you because of this, or they judge you because of that. When God showed me some stuff long time ago, I got in line. Okay. I got in order. And let me tell you, we all do fall short. Yeah. But it don't mean we're supposed to do it on purpose. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, as a little girl, I visited different churches, but I have a main church. I have a main pastor. And, he's an apostle. And since 15, and I'm 42 now, this man have never told me nothing wrong. Yeah. Always kept my family prayed up, just everything. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. I just know God is the flow through all this. Yeah. Yes.
So when he get a call saying that, okay, he going to Clemson, like he going through school, and he was at Creek.
He was.
But your faith, like let's talk about your faith for a little bit, because your kids literally have so much talent. They could go play anywhere they wanted to go play at. But you had them at Coconut Creek, which is not no power in the house staple.
It wasn't. I just was a type of parent. Like, I didn't park hop. Didn't. Yeah. We ain't gonna do that. Different schools and stuff like that. I didn't do that because my kids' grades was good. Yeah. And if they talented, they could be talented where they are. Exactly. So it was just something came up at one of the schools that Trayvon was at with his older brother. The older brother was about to graduate. Okay. So there was no need for me to move him. So I had to come up with a quick decision on whether to move Trayvon. And just certain schools was out of the question because of certain things that I know, not saying nothing negative at all. It's just, I didn't want to go where they already had people on the team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let people be great. Yeah. And if you stacking it up, how is all these kids gonna do what they need to do when you want everything? You know what I'm saying? How everybody gonna be seen if you want everything? If you got 6 running backs that's like top of the line, yeah. How many times they gonna run? Yeah. It's not fair. Right. So I took my kids to a school that they was pretty much saying was gonna close. Right. So.
But you believe though. You wasn't worried.
I was. And I was led there. Okay. You're right. And I wasn't worried. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I was just correcting that because no, I wasn't worried at all.
That's that faith again.
And then I could have took them to, I don't want to call no schools names, but like I said, I ain't taking nobody.
They had an opportunity to go somewhere else.
They could have went where they want. Yeah. Because I go to the school board. Yeah. And like, hey, this is where I need my kids to go at. Yeah. And I can get that like that. Because I was a parent that really cared, and I'm not in this district. So I went beyond measures to say this is why. And people helped me and work things out with me because I opened my mouth. Yeah. Closed
mouth don't get fed.
Don't.
Yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Don't.
So your faith, we getting back to that faith thing again.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going back to the faith because you believe, like, no matter what I do, I'm going to make the best decision for my kids. because they can't do it for themselves. Because that's your job. Your job is to guide them.
Right.
So I'm gonna take on the butt of anything. I don't care about going 0 and 10 and none of that. You're gonna get here. You're gonna get your grades, and we're gonna get you to the next level. And this happened.
It happened. I'm talking about I'm running up and down the field off of games we ain't win now season of. But I love to see my kid and other kids do their thing.
Yeah.
And even if my kids say they ain't playing, I'm still showing up.
Yeah.
Because I have an obligation to other children.
Yeah.
And because I have this opportunity to speak out loud and for people to hear this, let me tell people something. We do have children.
Yeah.
God appoint us those kids.
Agreed.
But that does not mean that we don't teach, love, and help other people's children.
That's that village you was talking about earlier.
That's that village I was talking about. And I thank God for my kids being as strong as they are, because a lot of kids don't take lightly when mamas might tell them they don't love them more than they love the, next kid and all that stuff. They're like that. But I've done that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get the feeling from a mama and a daddy. The love. I got love from other people.
Right.
I was that kid.
Right.
So that's why I told my kid, y'all not the only kids I love.
Yeah.
I love all kids the same.
Yeah.
So y'all are in that. But I have a motherly love for
right.
you. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank God for, I didn't know he was going to give me 4.
You asked for one boy.
Just one. And he gave me 4. But it's okay.
He multiplied it.
He did. Jesus.
And then you got Taiwan.
Yes.
Taiwan. That's your common copy right there.
That's my twin. That's my common copy.
Yeah, that's your common copy. Like, you can't deny
with the Christ thing and everything.
Everything. Like, that's your common copy.
Yes.
Like he when you meet him, he real fiery. Yes. He's real passionate.
He ready to talk. He ready to listen.
Yeah.
I just just
and that's funny though. Like the way this life thing works. How you get your common copy, your images, like people like the greatness that you have. And it's also bad because sometimes they have some of them bad traits that you have too.
They do, and let me Jesus, listen.
Yeah.
Them kids, the only thing I feel like they took after me was my smarts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Track, because I could run.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go run.
You used to go run.
But if I get back in shape, because I'm getting back in shape.
Okay, let's get there.
Then, I run me by the 10 flat.
I like it. You heard it. 10 flat. 10 flat.
No, I'm just
Line
joking.
it up.
But yeah,
Line it up.
They dad played football and stuff like that too. So, like I said, I ain't gonna take all the credit.
You gonna give him a little bit.
I'm gonna give him a little bit.
Well, you know what?
I'm gonna give him. I ain't gonna say a little bit like
he gave him the height.
Being petty, like no little bit like that. I'm gonna give him credit.
Yeah, he gave him height though. He gave him height.
Yeah,
but they tall.
No, on my daddy's side now I got a cousin that's like 7 feet.
Oh, okay, all right. But that might. I think you said get a man credit.
Okay, I did.
So they got the height,
right?
You gotta get
height, football, stuff like that.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. So you gave him the height. Well, he gave him the height. You gave him all the track stuff. You gave him all the other attributes.
Definitely gave my kids the speed.
Okay, that's you.
That's me.
Yeah. You might have to run away from him a few times.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna touch on it though. Another day. Well, okay. So now we gave the kids the height, the performance. You gave them the grit. They have the attitude. But the most important thing that you gave them was the humility. You taught them humility, to respect their elders, to respect people, and to go out, because your son, first year in the league, he's giving back to his community. Yeah, all of them, man. Like, you just have some amazing kids. So how does a person with all these problems and all this all the world says that she can't do this and she can't do that because of her circumstances, how does she create such amazing kids? Like how? Like, these people need to know how.
God.
Ooh.
God.
One word.
God.
That's what we giving all the credit. So we giving all the credit to God.
I always do. My nickname, Blessed.
Blessed.
Yes.
Because because you can't make it this far without being blessed.
I kept it truthful.
Okay.
I kept it honest. I gave them condoms. I asked for them. Yeah. Y'all got some condoms in there?
Yeah.
I ain't got the needle.
Yeah.
But I'm asking for them. Like, damn, my mama asking for condoms. Like, for real. Stuff get deep because people like, this the one that get me. This the one that get me. I'm going to say this one right here. This the one that get me. I don't tell my kids everything. Why not? Because when you leave here, somebody else will.
Oh.
So you better tell your kids everything while they living, while you're living.
Teach them.
Yeah.
Teach them everything. And they know about the struggle.
Yeah.
And because they know about the struggle, they're able to mend both worlds.
Yes. Like, and they ain't going to want to do this no more. They ain't going to want to do this no more. And I can say this now, but my license just go off every time.
Yeah.
Now I need to test it too now.
Yeah.
If been there, cut these off about 2 days, 3 days. And I think I'm pushing it with a 3. About 2 days.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And it was around the time where I know I ain't had done went shopping. Because I want to see how they going to act.
Yeah.
I want to see what they going to do. And not now time, then nobody go out to say, oh, I'm finna go help my mama. I'm finna go say, who? Sarah, what though? I'm going to be on that corner with you.
Yeah. How you gonna react to that?
I'm only gonna be on the corner for seconds with you because I'm gonna snatch you up.
Yeah.
No, for real, because we just letting these kids, oh my goodness, Jesus. We letting them do what they want to do, Fanny, and it's not good.
Yeah.
We're scared of our children.
And why do you think that is? Do you think that's because
we
the
didn't
friendship or like
we didn't mold them right?
Okay.
We didn't mold them right. So instead of when they 10 and 11 months teaching ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, by the time they starting to walk one, they listening to the booty shake music and dancing instead of sitting down trying to hold a pen and stuff like that. Or they dressing the kids, like they doing more dressing them up. Then
you dressing them like they're grown. So you giving them something that's not substantial. Like because I honestly feel as if though, if you give kids material things, that's what they come to value.
It is.
So what value are you putting into the children?
And with that being said, God said, be in the world and not of the world.
Yeah.
And I never got caught up in being of the world. Yeah. Really didn't.
Yeah, because,
really didn't.
Because you got a son in the NFL.
And right? I really didn't.
And guess what? You still do what?
My car is good enough for me.
You feel me?
My car is good enough for me.
And we not
worried about who ain't getting no house. We not worried about that. Then the talking being done and all that stuff like that. But we came from nothing. Yeah. So I can't expect everything from my kid. I need him to learn how to live in his new situation.
Because he don't know.
Because he don't know. He learning too.
He a first generation millionaire, right? Come on now.
First generation millionaire.
So how you teach stuff like that? You can't teach that how you going to teach it? Because you never been a millionaire, right? So he has to learn.
Wait, hold on. Uh-oh. I've always been rich in my spirit.
Oh, yeah. No, we're just talking about monetary thing. Because I know you are.
But when you rich in the spirit, you rich in wealth, health.
Okay.
And I'm finna stop this with
you. No, you better go. You don't stop now. You gonna run. If you gonna run down the list, give me the list.
The money was already there. We just had to wait for it to come.
Patience and timing.
It's a virtue.
Timing. Timing. The timing couldn't be any better for what this situation is.
It couldn't. Because the next time it's not gonna be any better.
They looking out. They don't know. Like you got to get in there. Stop peeking through the window and knock on the door.
And that's the stuff I don't worry about. I don't worry about the negative tongue, schemes, scam, plots, or plans. I don't worry about it. I pray against those.
I know that's right.
Yeah. And I keep myself lifted.
Their relationship is so deep, man. Like
they are.
Like TM3, TM1, you know?
Yes. My oldest son is the only one that got like the NW, but that's fine because they call him Nate the Great. Yeah. So, that's an awesome name, you know what I'm saying? And I give him, and I tell everybody, no matter what's going on with my children, I give Nathan the most credit because what I didn't know in the house, my man knew. He taught the kids math, he taught the kids the English, he taught the kids whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that. Look at that right there. That
alone helped his brothers, They
had a personal tutor. So everything that you seem to have lacked, you already had because you created it.
I did. Jesus, I did. And everybody that went so here go Meme, and then here go Nunu diploma, then here go Taiwan diploma, and then Travell was like, Mom, one more. one more diploma of mine. I was like, yes, and that just feel good to me because I don't have one.
You got
know what
four.
I'm saying? Got 4.
You don't have one. You got 4.
And then this is what I wanted to say too.
Go ahead.
And I say this: people used to be like, "Well, Christian, you can go back and get your GED," and they're right. Yeah. And I totally agree, but I couldn't focus on a GED. I had to stay focused on what was important, which was my children. So, it used to weary me, and I didn't like to be weary. And, God came, to me one day, and he was like, do this for me. I want you to tell them from now on, when someone asks you, do you have your GED? Tell them you have God every day. Ooh. So from that moment forward, when people ask me, now do I have my diploma? I tell them, no, I have my GED. They say, where did you get it? I say, from Christ.
God that every day. That's your GED. God every day. Now, we ain't telling y'all to go be dropping out of school.
What I'm saying is, if you are in that situation that I am in, and you don't have that, don't let that be a problem.
Don't let it discourage you.
Don't let it discourage you.
Why? Because you got to have what? Faith, right?
You got to have faith. Ooh. But faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead.
I think my mic.
Hold on. My check.
Go ahead. Say it again.
Faith without work is definitely
I know that's
dead.
right. So faith without work is dead. So don't get out here and just be praying for stuff just to be praying for stuff. You have to have a action behind your prayers in order to get them achieved. That's what you're
definitely
saying, right?
Yes, because the word motivate, they didn't do nothing but took the E and added the motivation to it, because you have to move in motivation.
Motivation.
Can't just sit still.
Not motivation, but motivation.
Yeah, mo.
So you got to be ready.
No, I know what I'm saying. I'm just saying move to E too. So you got to move.
No, I'm with you.
And I know the T in motivation. I'm not saying mover. You know what I'm saying? But you have to move. We move. We're talking about moving.
Yeah.
And you have to be motivated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But we're going to move to E.
Yeah.
And we're going to put the word from motivation there. And we're going to motivation.
Ooh. Movation. She dropping gems.
I'm dropping, because everybody else coming up with their own words, Fanny.
I like it. What we call
Movation.
it? Movation.
Because you can't do nothing without moving.
You can't do nothing. We not motivating nobody. We movation.
We movation you. Because you can't do nothing without moving.
You heard that.
This way it all started.
Don't sit still. Don't
That's my word. You heard somebody else say
that. We're going to patent that. Movation. You heard it first here on the vent. We movation in people. That's blessed word. We movation in people. That's blessed word.
Yeah, that's my word.
We're going to patent that.
Yes.
So we're going to patent movation.
Yes.
Also, so we got the movation. We stand motivated no matter what. Right? See? No matter what, this is the mindset. This has to work, because you told me it was going to work, right? Yeah. And so far, so for good. Yeah. So we got Nate the Great. Awesome. Yeah. Trayvon. Went to the NFL.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Who?
Las Vegas Raiders.
Hold on, what?
Las Vegas Raiders mom, y'all.
You see her Clemson on. Her Clemson on.
Yes.
So, not only did we got, so now we have Taiwan.
Leo, IU, baby. Yes.
That means he's at Indiana University. That's basically what she's trying to tell y'all. So he's at Indiana University, making noise, setting all type of records and doing all type of things, putting
setting records like Obama.
You hear me?
I said setting records like Obama. Obama was the first black president, correct?
Yeah, I think
correct.
So. Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the first.
Was he? I don't want to be
white people. Don't want to be
I don't know everything. Anybody perfect but Jesus. But I will say that Taiwan Mullen was the first cornerback in Indiana history to be a first All-American.
You heard that?
Yeah.
The first one?
First.
Okay.
F-I-R-S-T.
Oh my God.
First.
So now we Christ. Now we got Taiwan doing anything, then we got Travell.
Yes.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Baby boy out here making noise as well. And because he get the game from his brothers. Rather be smart or skill set or work ethic, because they work extremely hard, especially Taiwan. You don't need nobody out there with him.
But Fanny, that's the one my heart goes out to.
Okay. Elaborate.
I feel like it's the toughest for him. Why? The man got 3 leaders in front of him. 3. No error for failure.
Everybody looking. You got the microscope.
Everybody's looking.
Yeah, everything's gonna be critiqued. Everybody's after you. You just a little brother. That's a hard situation to deal with. But guess who gave him something though? Yeah, exactly. So it ain't
with that man up above.
You know what I'm saying?
With that man up above.
So he's already built for it all. So it's light work, to be honest with you.
It is.
So,
and let me tell you something about raising children.
mm-hmm.
It ain't hard. People be talking about it's hard, Fanny. It ain't hard. It ain't hard.
Well,
it becomes hard when you living up the world.
Okay. Give them the
when
blueprint.
you want to dress them up.
Okay.
And then you can't do that no more.
Ooh.
That's when you start calling it hard.
Ooh, woo.
When you buying all these things, not realizing you buying all these things because you just in this situation that ain't right.
Yeah.
But then now everybody locked up.
Ooh.
And y'all done left these kids out here to fend for themselves.
So what has to happen then?
We got to mold these children the right way. Like when we had these kids, we can't dress them up. You dress them up. Please don't take that the wrong way, because people tend to take certain things I say the wrong way. Dress them up, but don't instill that in their head that they must look like that. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's not the way we must look. Yeah. We must look like Christ. We must walk like Christ. We must talk like Christ. We all fall short, don't get me wrong. And it's gonna be bad. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, Lucretia. Lucretia don't care. Oh, God. Lucretia don't care. Yeah. I don't care, because if I cared, I wouldn't be here. Yeah.
You already was given permission.
If I care about what people thought, I wouldn't be here, fam.
Did you not already get the permission though? Like, he already gave you permission to be great.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, he would have been took you out.
My tears flourished my grounds.
So the seed that you planted, you watered them with your tears. Yes. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, what I'm telling you.
I know that's right. So we're going to help the parents.
Yeah.
Give these kids a foundation.
Please.
Give them structure.
Yes.
Don't be afraid for them to see your shortcomings, because they're never failures, they're lessons.
Say it again.
Don't be afraid to let them see your shortcomings. Because it's something that I do with my kids. Like, I talk about me falling short.
The Bible talk about people failing and falling short.
That's the whole Bible, right?
The Bible talk about how God took things from people.
I'm just adding my testimony into it.
Yeah,
you just adding
your
yours.
testimony has to fit, because it's gonna speak how the Bible spoke. That's what your testimony is. Your testimony has to speak how the Bible spoke, because Peter, Paul, like all these people went through things. Yeah. Who are we if we don't go through things? Yeah. People want everything but don't want to go through nothing.
Ooh, you want everything, but you're not willing to go through nothing.
And you're not willing to go through nothing. And then as soon as you go through, stop praying for things if you ain't willing to go through the test for it. Okay. And everything ain't the enemy. Yeah. Stop blaming everything on the enemy. Yeah, stop ain't giving him no praise, but stop blaming everything on the enemy. And then when you blame everything on the enemy, you giving the enemy praise. Yeah. Remember that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for real, God been doing things a long time. Yeah. And in order to elevate, you have to be tested. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So
how can you lead a war? How can you lead men or women if you were not battle tested? You feel me? Like, how can you help somebody get through something if you ain't went through it? I mean, people give advice and that's cool. But imagine when you've been through it. So I can give you the tools right now. We're giving you tools to help your situation out. Yes. Because we've been through some things. You know what I mean? Yes. And also we've seen what we consider our mountaintop. Like right now, God forbid, if I was to leave this earth today, I would die happy, man. Because I've done everything. I do everything to push greatness around everybody that I come into contact with. Amen. So I feel like I'm walking in my purpose and I'm doing my job. Me
too. And I just said, and I don't mean to sound all, I just talk and speak how I speak in this words, but I just said the other day, when people come to my funeral, I'm gonna be talking. They gonna walk over there, they gonna be like, I'm like, hey man, y'all be good out there. Stay blessed out here. Stay blessed. Remember this, because I like it, man. I don't hush. I think I talk in my sleep, Fanny.
I do talk in my sleep. She could contest to it. She always tell me that I be fighting in my sleep. I be going at it. Like, I'm never not fighting. My brain is always running. Yeah, that's a good thing, because we're creators. You're a creator. You created you created such an amazing space for your kids. You know what I mean? No matter how it looked, you know what I mean? They appreciate it. And they took it and they ran. They ain't judge you. Did they judge you? Did you have your kids ever came up to you and was like, Mom, you suck because our lights went out?
No, but my kids done brought plenty of people up to their mama and be like, watch this.
Yeah.
I be like, if y'all don't, they be ready for me to act stupid. They be ready for me to act a clown.
Because they know what they getting.
And I be ready.
Yeah.
I stay ready, but it's all natural though.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing to put on.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be fake. I don't know how to be flawed.
Yeah. People sometimes can't endure that. They be terrified of it. Yeah. But I say this, man. We gonna continuously give stories. We're gonna continuously give testimonials. We're gonna continue to put in the work.
Yeah.
All right, so I want you to do something for me. What's up? Help the people out.
What's up?
I need you to identify your kids. I need you to identify.
One more time.
I want you to identify your
One more time. You know I like identifying children.
Please identify. Okay. Let's start with Nate the Great.
So when you say identify them, what would you?
I want you to give me the first name, last name, the age rankings. And I want you to, their accomplishment. He's a hardworking young man.
Okay. I can do that.
Let's do it. Run it.
Okay. So again, we have Nathaniel. Nathaniel is 24. Nathaniel is a family man, and he has a young son and has a daughter on the way. Nathaniel still plays semi-pro for the Wolverines, and I thank God for him because I just thank God for him.
Yeah.
Direction is very positive, and I love it for him. So I thank God for that. Trayvon Mullen, he's 23. Mm-hmm. He plays for the Las Vegas Raiders. Mm-hmm. Yes. Las Vegas is everything, by the way.
Las Vegas is everything.
They said Sin City, but I wouldn't know. No.
He's the Raider. He's number 27 for the Raiders.
He's number 27 for the Raiders. Okay. He's a cornerback, yes. Out of Clemson, yes. He was also, Trayvon was also defensive MVP at Clemson.
You heard that?
Yeah. Trayvon also scored in the 4th grade, a number 6 on the FCAT writing, the only kid to do it in school at that time. Then we also have Taiwan. Taiwan is at Indiana University. That's my twin.
Go Hoosiers.
Go Hoosiers. Yes, Coach Allen, what a great coach. Shelby, T. Garden, all those guys. Appreciate you. And we have Travell. Travell, mother, that's my baby boy. Dad. I call him Dad. Now, that's my dad. That boy think he my daddy. Where you finna go? You got money? Is gas in the car? I'm like, he think he my husband, but no, I ain't got no gas. Why you got money? They know mama love money, but I don't love money. I love it. Whatever. Yeah. So that's it.
He's a senior this year.
He's actually gonna be a senior this year coming up. Mm-hmm. And
he's at Creek.
He's at Creek.
Yeah, he's number 1.
I have Nathaniel graduated from Boyd Anderson High School, and Trayvon, Taiwan, and Travell all attended Creek with both Trayvon and Taiwan graduates.
Nice. Those are her fantastic 4. Plus
and we
3
are
more.
I called us the Blessed 5 at first because God blessed me with my 4 boys and I was, the only girl. And for generations, my mom, her mom, and the mom before that, they all had girls. I literally broke that.
So you broke that generational curse?
Yes.
As you called it.
Yes.
I ain't called it. You called it that.
I did. I broke that generational curse because a lot of them went through.
Yeah.
A lot of them went through. They had their stories. They had this and they had that. So I literally thank God for coming through.
Nice.
I literally thank God for coming through.
So if she went from that 1 boy to 4. Quick.
Multiply.
He gonna give it to you in abundance.
Multiply.
If she asks for it.
Prosperity, abundance, grace, mercy.
Now
yes.
She has her kings to watch over her now.
Yes.
All right. With that being said,
yes.
I want you to tell these individuals, these beautiful people in this great world of ours, we want to let them know how they can reach you.
I'm gonna learn how to do that.
The
whoa. That's how you doing it?
Yeah, you was doing it.
They said I be doing it too hard, too rough.
I thought that's how it go.
I'm gonna learn it one day.
We're gonna bring a kid on here to teach us.
But yes, your girl Lucretia. So for those that don't know me, I am not afraid to tell anyone anything about me. God is so good. So my name is Lucretia Peterman. I'm 42 years old. I'm from out of Pompano Beach, Florida.
Know ya.
I prefer to be called blessed because I not only know that I'm called, but I'm chosen. So I choose to incline my ears, eyes, hands, mouth, and everything to the word of God. So if you see me falling short out there, just point your head at me and tell me to straighten back up. Don't judge me. Just tell me to tighten up.
Tighten up. Christian.
You know, so
bless.
I could be
What's your Instagram?
seen on Instagram at Lucretia _is _blessed.
How you spell it?
That'll be CRETIA _IS BLESSED.
Okay.
That was loud.
Yeah, that was loud.
I be loud.
It's all good. Hey, you also on Facebook.
When? I am on Facebook. I thought you were talking about now. No, I thought you were talking about now.
But I be on Facebook right now. We
I am on Facebook
recording.
as Lucretia Peterman. LUCRETIA Peterman. PETERMAN.
Please
I do talk fast.
She do. But she talk. But everything she says, she mean.
I do.
So if she's telling you, don't be afraid to reach out to her.
Please
don't be afraid to reach
My
out to her.
inbox is always open.
You hear that?
People text me, they inbox me, they
inbox the right stuff. Don't be inboxing her all
No,
that.
nothing wrong. I'm not looking for nobody. Nothing, and I don't mean to just throw it in there like that, but I'm not.
So don't be in there trying to get this ain't matchmaker, none of that.
No.
We on here just promote all the positivity.
But if you would like to vent.
If you want to vent.
You
want to get it out.
Yes.
We got a place for you.
Willing to listen.
You're willing to listen. So
we're willing to listen.
Again, thank y'all for another amazing episode. Thank my special guest. Let me see which one it is.
Very special.
Okay, I got it right. You see that? Oh! Make sure y'all get out Miss Peterman, man. She's going to be back again anyway.
I am.
So we're going to touch on more subjects. But for right now, if you feel like you enjoy what we have to say and you want to speak on anything else, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and we're going to see y'all again. This was The Vent, your host, Arthur Lawson, with Miss Peterson. We out.
Yes.